Hey guys, how are y'all doing? This is Flipped Out on the Flipped Out channel. This is the Flip Side, so welcome back. I have a couple of things I want to go over with you guys today in pop culture news, namely Star Wars specifically. And for everyone that showed up to the John Talks live stream last night and his The Hour show, thank you guys so much for coming to hear my moment, but really to be there in support for John on his brand new show. It was amazing to be there, and by the way, thank you, John. Okay, so he brought up something last night that was super interesting to me. He went over the C-3PO, the Anthony Daniels teaser. He was teasing for the new trailer, I guess, coming out for the Star Wars Episode 9 movie. So let's go over this line by line real quick, and I've got some other really cool things to talk about regarding The Mandalorian and a Disney conference call today. The quarterly call is today with Bob Iger. I will go over that momentarily. So, Episode 9 trailer was teased by Anthony Daniels. Let me see if I can pull up where we are live so I can get a chat, if there is a chat yet. Hope you guys are finding me. Okay, he says, how strange, I am receiving something amazing coming towards us. I just want to stop there. Hey, John Matrix, what's up, buddy? Thanks for coming by. How strange, I am receiving something amazing coming towards us. Okay, well, that's sort of just his brain really sort of trying to tease us, I guess. Obviously, it's the movie, or the trailer, or, well, it's the movie, really. Traveling over decades through space, kind of an obvious situation there. He's just saying that it's the end of a saga, maybe, and I think he's trying to allude to the fact that not only is it the end of a saga, it is the end of the Star Wars Skywalker saga. I mean, this is the way I see it. You know, it's all opinion. Reaching out to all humans on this planet with its message. So, are we to... Hey, Ron Navy. Thanks for coming, man. Are we to believe that this is going to have a message? And that's one of the things that got me. Is this going to be one of those political messages that, oh man, that's a worldwide, you know, let's all join hands and have a big rainbow and such. I don't know, man, but I just don't like the way he said that at all. What could it be? Should I be afraid? Yes, you should definitely be afraid. We should definitely be afraid. Because what they've given us so far is pretty scary, to say the least. The Episode 9 stuff we've heard of so far, it's all like hearsay, conjecture, rumor at best. And none of it really piques my interest. And I know all of you. I talk to all of you all the time. What's up, Rant? Good to see you, brother. Oiler Greg. All right, man. Thanks for coming by. There's nothing that exactly piques my interest. Nothing that really makes me say, oh, I can't wait to see this lightsaber fight. There's no, oh, what's gonna happen to Luke? There, you know, you've got Kylo Ren. Big deal. I'm not worried about him. I'm not worried about Rey. I'm not worried about, and you got Han Solo's dead. You've got Luke, who's dead, I guess. You know, personally, I'd like to see him sort of, you know, reappear, manifest, and say, oh, I just traveled somewhere, and hey, I'm back. I don't know. I just want to see Luke. I think we all just want to see Luke. Anthony Daniels, by the way, finished his filming January 28th, and by chance, and I'm going to go over this in a minute, but it is an extreme possibility we could find out the title today. It's not for sure. Again, like my Super Bowl teaser trailer prediction, it's up in the air, but how cool would that be? And I'll tell you why I think that very shortly. Just hang in there. I want to go to the chat for just a second before I continue with C-3PO stuff. Rant's in here, Orler Greg. Brent Newman, what's up? No Way Neophobic, what's up, dude? I hope you're meditating. I know I'm trying, that's for sure. Just a lot of what's up right now. Okay, that's cool. You guys sub each other, and, you know, it's cool to see the community coming together, guys. I love that. Okay, by the way, it goes on in the article about this particular Anthony Daniels, you know, quote. It goes on to say that We found out about Episode 8's movie title in January of 2017, and in addition, we found out about the Force Awakens movie title in November of 2014. Yep, that's right. So we're way overdue for the Episode 9 movie title. I don't know if I'm excited about it or if I'm just scared for it, to be honest. It's very elusive how I'm feeling. I do want to know. I am, a sick puppy like that. I want to know what the hell this thing's going to be. But we'll see, and possibly today. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Super Bowl was an excellent opportunity. Yeah, I saw John talking about this on one of his videos just yesterday when I was very quickly trying to get notes together. I found this video. It's actually one of his newer ones. You guys should definitely check it out. But he was talking about how the Super Bowl was an excellent opportunity to show a 15-second commercial, just a little window into what they were thinking. I would agree with that. I'm not sure if you guys feel the same, but it would have been nice to see what they're working on. After all, they have managed to completely fumble everything they've been doing so far. I think we would all agree with that. I think one of the coolest things to maybe see would have just been a quick lightsaber battle cut, I think that would have been enough. Hell, even just the title reveal. That would have been pretty cool. I don't know how I feel about the title. If it is the balance of the Force, it's too generic. Yeah, I hear you, John Matrix. Yeah, I read about that too, the balance of the Force. It is generic. It's safe, which I expect. I expect them to play it safe. I'm sure they will. Hey, you never know though. They have taken risks, just not the ones we wanted them to take. So I have a bad feeling about this, and I'm going to. So episode 9 comes out in 317 days. And what's the hold up? What do you guys think? I don't know. Please reply in the chat. I'm going to move on to this next little bit. Taika Waititi. There's a new article about him and The Mandalorian. And some very cool quotes. I don't know if you guys have read this article yet. But it's a really cool little article. And it makes me like Taika Waititi so much more than I already do. He did wonders with Thor Ragnarok. What a very cool movie. The first 2 Thor movies were, I mean, they're alright. I didn't hate them, but they didn't exactly explode and pop, I like Natalie Portman. I think she's sexy, but, she didn't save those movies. Not at all. They were alright. But Taika Waititi's Thor Ragnarok really rocked, to say the least. And it was funny, but in a Marvel way. And I say all this because not only it's how I feel, but also to tell you what he's said, his quotes from this article. And it goes on, and it says, Taika Waititi will direct 1 or more episodes of The Mandalorian. Well, right away, yes, I'm very happy about that. I don't know if you guys are thrilled about that, but I like him. I like him a lot. They say it will be funny, and that Taika approaches his directing and his writing and such with being funny, with dads and sons, and there may or may not be a Jeff Goldblum in it, and I'm okay with that either way, actually. Taika says it will be like this is his quote about his directing one of the Mandalorian episodes, 1 or more. Taika says it will be like the original trilogy, but with the Flash and usual vibe around the edges. His Flash and usual vibe around the edges. To me, that sounds okay. But also, I'm a little worried. It does feel like it could go into Marvel territory, which we got to hear with General Hux and his Yo Mama joke. And honestly, that didn't work out. That just didn't work out, man. I think most people feel that way, at least you guys that I've talked to. So then I read further, and it said, also, Taika says, Star Wars is a very different style to Marvel style. Well, that makes me feel much better, too. I have no problem with Dave Filoni or Jon Favreau doing these, overseeing the projects, directing episodes. In fact, I feel very strongly that they're going to create the feeling of the nostalgic feeling of the original trilogy, but also move a story forward. Look at Rebels. Look at the Clone Wars. Oh my God, the Clone Wars was amazing. Rebels was okay. I mean, if you're wondering how I thought about it, it was okay. The stories were great. The animation, I didn't like the change from the Clone Wars, but still watchable, interesting. Anybody else out there have any thoughts on that? Hope we can make a profit on this one should be the title. Yeah, Brent, you're right. Hope we can make a profit at all. Like I said on John Talks last night, I think it's going to be somewhere around 700 million. I said 700,000. I don't know what I was thinking, man. I was jacked up on Red Bull and I could barely breathe. I was so excited to be there. But 700 million worldwide. I don't think China's going to respond well. Give or take a million, a couple million. I don't know. Who really knows, honestly? I could tell you all day. Next week, I could change my mind based on some stupid quote that Kathleen Kennedy or Ryan Johnson makes. Rebels was good like Ezra and Kanan. You liked Ezra and Kanan, John Matrix? I liked Ezra. I liked Kanan. Yes. Yeah, the Jedi Padawan dynamic is definitely missing from this particular trilogy, the sequel trilogy. But I really, yep, you think so? 900 million? Yeah, it's possible. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm trying to under what's the word? I don't want to overload it. You know, I just want to say, oh well, I'd be happy if it did better. To be honest with you, I really would. That would mean that they did something right. So let's hope it's something decent, right? I don't know. But Ezra and Kanan, yes. I like Ahsoka a lot. Oh, we're going to Rebels. My bad. Yeah, Rebels. Did you guys like the green guy? God, I'm just at a brain right now. I cannot think of that guy. But he was originally supposed to be a Wookiee. What's his name? Whatever. So, Taika Waititi, where were we? He also says this, and this is very cool. He says, the fans, they know that the tone of the first films really should be kind of adhered to. That's what the fans like, and you can't really disrespect it. I can't put too many jokes in it. Definitely my tone is in there, the dialogue and stuff like that. Awesome. Zeb, yeah, that's right, Brant. Thank you, Zeb. Yes. Yeah, he was okay. I mean, but the Jedi dynamic was the best part to me. Hey, Mary, how you doing? All right. Thanks for being in here. Can't put too many jokes in. Definitely my tone is in there and dialogue and stuff like that. It sounds to me like he respects the original trilogy. And that is so important to each and every one of us. I know I grew up with the original trilogy. I loved the prequels, guys, and a lot of people didn't. Of course, there are things I didn't like about them. Jar Jar annoyed the piss out of me. The Neimoidians, you know, their lips didn't match up to what they were saying. They looked like puppets. The coolest things were Darth Maul. I like the pod race, obviously. You guys know that. Do check out the pod race after party on Saturdays. We may be moving the time up a little bit, but we'll still be Saturdays. Anyway, so you have to respect the original trilogy if you want to create something in that era. If you don't respect the original characters, i.e. Kathleen Kennedy, I'm talking to you. If you don't respect the original characters, you're going to end up with something like The Last Jedi, which is actually a joke worldwide. You know, what we call normies, regs, you know, just people who go to the movie because, oh, look, it's a space show. That's going to be good. They don't get it. But here's the thing. The Star Wars community, they're more dedicated individuals than they are normies or regulars. We are people who look at this in some ways like a religion. A tradition, that's for sure. Religion might be a strong word, but tradition, that is for sure. I mean, look at us today. The Fandom Menace, the Fandom Collective, all of us have come together searching and seeking some advice for the way they've messed it up. And Kathleen Kennedy, just the point is, respect the characters and don't lie to George Lucas. Taika Waititi has come out, and here's something I'm wondering. I wonder if this article has come out because some fans, even including myself, I did a video called Leftist Agenda Creeping, Rogue One TV series thing. And I find it odd that they come out very shortly. I'm not saying I'm popular. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not the only one out there talking, and we are all being heard. But it's really interesting that the article came out where Taika Waititi is giving respects to the trilogy, the original trilogy. He's saying things like, you know, they know that the tone of the first films really should be kind of adhered to, that the fans, that's what they like, and you can't disrespect it. I'm hearing this from a guy who did Thor Ragnarok, who I respect, who I find to be entertaining and funny. Just another director, and compared to the titan corporate fools that are running Lucasfilm, you know, there's something to be said there about this guy. So anyway, just thought that was interesting. He was asked about Guardians 3 directing in this article. He said he will not be directing Guardians of the Galaxy 3. And he went on to say those are James's films. Going into something like that, this is a quote from him, those are James's films. Going to something like that with his stamp all over his films would be like going into someone's house and saying, hey, I'm your new dad and this is how we make peanut butter sandwiches now. He says it would be pretty awkward. And I would agree. I hate that, though, because Taika Waititi doing a Guardians 3 movie, it might just work. And since it's in the vein of Marvel and all that, I think it'd be cool. Let's see what's going on in the chat for a minute. Rant's got to go. Hey, thanks for coming in. What's up, General Katarn? Rant, thanks for coming in, bro. We'll see you later. We'll get working on that script. Wow, that's going to be funny, bro. Katarn, what's up? Let's see. Going pretty quick here. Episodes 4 through 6 from Brent Newman. Episode 4 through 6 set the universe. Everything after should pay homage to that legacy. Exactly, Brent. That's what we are saying. Exactly. I know I've got my crew here because you guys are all definitely agreeing with this. I already know because I talk to you all on almost a daily basis. So, yeah. Rhodes Rants. What's up, my man? Glad to have you here. Glad to have you here. Thanks for the support, friend. All right, so let's move on. This is the coolest and last piece of information I have because I was so excited to get on today, and I just wrote a few pages of notes, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you what this is. This is a trip, and actually this is happening in about 23 minutes, and that is the conference call, the quarterly conference call with Bob Iger and Disney. You know, it's going to be one of those, hey, the punctuation of it is dryness. It's a boring board meeting, so don't expect anything but just a lot of dead air and hums and haws. However, there will be likely a golden nugget of information here and there because as every quarterly call and every quarterly statement they have that gets publicated, as far as we know anyway, at least the conference calls themselves always yield a golden nugget of information or something. And I think possibly that the movie title might come out from this. Maybe it won't be announced during the call, but I think it's I think it lines up really well. And let me finish why. Disney has quarterly earnings call with Bob Iger today at 4:30. That is approximately 22 minutes from now. So it's pretty close. If you want to catch it, you can listen in at the Walt Disney site, apparently. I was really anxious to get on for that reason, too, so that I could get off, and if you wanted to go check it out, you could. But apparently you can listen in at the Walt Disney site, which is pretty unique. I did not know that. They're going to be talking about the Disney Plus streaming service, something you don't want to miss at all. I think you might want to actually miss purchasing the Disney Plus streaming service, because we all know that the Star Wars movies will not be on there. But The Mandalorian will. I'm pretty sure whatever weird animated adventure they come up with will also be on there. You know, it just occurred to me, I have no idea how to turn this off, so I'm going to just look real quick and see if that works. I'm not going to turn you guys off. We'll find out at the end. Hey, it's me. It's electronics. It should yield a pretty good laugh for you guys, but it stresses me out. They're also going to be talking about the Avengers, and this sucks. The Avengers they're going to have them move on from the MCU and into another franchise in 2020. They're possibly thinking the X-Men and Fantastic Four will be more in the spotlight as opposed to the Avengers. I don't know how you guys feel about that. I personally would really like the Avengers to continue. What a good run Kevin Feige has had. It's been not only interesting and exciting, but you'd like to see people win, don't you? I like to see people win. I like to see a good comeback story too. So that's the Star Wars thing. But the MCU, I like seeing Kevin Feige go out there and kick ass like he has been, making great films. No comment on Captain Marvel in regards to seeing him win. That might be a comeback story too, because, that's, whew, I don't know, man. I don't know. Captain Marvel, I don't even want to talk about it. It's driving me crazy. It's like the end of an era, and they're doing it like this. But a story for another time. Yep, so also during the Disney streaming call, or the Disney conference call, expect them to talk a little bit about the C-3PO cryptic title tease or movie tease, whatever, trailer tease, whatever it is he's trying to tease. It could possibly be the title, or it could just be that C-3PO's gold suit is going to his head. I don't know. Let's see if I can pull up this other last thing that I was looking at and address that. But anyway, do check that out. If you guys want to check out their conference call, you can go to the Walt Disney site and you can check that out. Well, right now or in the next 10 minutes you might want to. I'll hop off in about a couple minutes and you guys will have a chance to check that out. Star Wars is trying to turn Vader into an anti-hero, and that's very bad. We covered this yesterday. I believe Bonnie brought it up to me and the group at Rant's stream. Also, if you didn't catch out Rant's stream last night, please go to The Rant and subscribe to his channel and do check out his streams. They are hilarious. He is a great guy and very, very delightful. You will see what I'm saying. The guy's an amazing fella. Okay, so last thing. Star Wars is trying to turn Darth Vader, Dark Lord of the Sith, and an agent of evil into an anti-hero. Blah, blah, blah. I just want to check back to this chat, and we will end it there. What are your guys' feelings on that while I look through the chat here? Back to Dafter Things. What's up, dude? Thanks for being here. Fine for me if they want to expand the universe and have lots of crossovers. I assume you're talking about the Marvel moving on to the X-Men and the Fantastic Four. I agree, man. I like crossovers. Very cool stuff. I can't think of... I'm thinking of a G.I. Joe crossover once, but no, I've seen crossovers before, and of course they're escaping me right now, but the X-Men crossover into the Avengers would be great. And Fantastic Four, I don't know, they've really done a nice job with Fantastic Four the last 3 movies. I did like the Silver Surfer one, that was pretty cool, but they have to do it right. They really would have to do the Fantastic Four just right. You know, when you mess up on, like the Hulk, if they ever managed to do a Hulk movie, they kind of, to me, messed up the first 2. I don't know if you guys liked that, but not so great with the Hulk movies. Not for me, anyway. But anyway, the whole Marvel Universe has been a giant comic book crossover, and so doing that's fine. I think it'd be great. As far as the Fantastic Four, you have to do it right with the Fantastic Four. You really do. Let's see, they just need to ensure, this is Dafter Things, they just need to ensure the dynamics of the characters work, something which DCU hasn't quite got just yet. Yes, the DCEU. Man, they sure haven't. The dynamic in the Justice League felt a little forced, and yeah, it worked okay, but it really needed some polishing. I felt like they put these movies out as quickly as they could to catch up with the MCU. I feel like Batman was going to be a great solo movie, but they never got around to it. That's a long story, and I really wish they'd got that right with Ben Affleck. I really do. Anyway, the Star Wars Darth Vader thing, I'm going to end it here. Basically, the thing is, man, is an anti-hero doesn't work. It doesn't work for Vader. And I hate it that they're thinking to do this. It's already going to be something that I think they're already doing in the comics. What a freaking nightmare. Disney, please sell this franchise if this is the way it's going to go. But, okay, so really cool. Last thoughts. Really happy about this quarterly call being today. I'm going to keep a track of it as best I can. I will be putting out a video soon, and it'll be in regards to some of the stuff we're talking about here. You know my feelings, and I will try to make it as interesting as I possibly can. I always try. But thanks, guys, for coming by. I really appreciate it. The support here has been amazing. This is only my second, this is day 2 of the Flipp Side, and you guys showing up for me really means a lot. And your guys' support in the community is noticed. I see you guys every day. I love you all. Okay? Thanks for joining me on the Flipp Side.